My ex-wife from many years ago was the New Jersey State Correctional Officer at Mid-State Prison at Fort Dix.
Oh, wow.
She was rough to live with. Because that's an all-male prison, you know?
Yeah.
That's one of the pedestals for the cannons.
I'll tell you what, females, they face a difficulty working in a male institution. Because it's very hard to get respect from these guys. A lot of them,
they hit on them.
Well, that and like a lot of them just have a real grotesque distaste for women, and then that's
it's a man's
why
job.
that's why their crimes are real violent.
Yeah.
So, doors, and there's a couple other cell doors down in the basement after the jail closed. And in World War II, they came to take all the metal out, but these were still down in the mud. They didn't see these. So these doors stood right here, where this line is, and then it would have a grate on it, just like here, to help to protect them. So now you're in the. Yeah, that's one way to stop it. So now you're in the cell block. And at a very high tech security. So there are 8 cells. Cell there, and doors that you can refurbish. One point, we're going to hot belly stove to jail. Throughout the years, they had central heating, gas lighting, last cell power facility, and electricity. Well, you see that glass prism? There's a little glass prism here. And, no.
This area here, I was told by the tour guide, was more like a reception. The prisoners would be brought in here, handcuffed, and they would stand in front of an officer here who would go through their personal information, their name, and allergies if they had to food and stuff like that, medication, and they would get assigned a bunk and given their sheets and blanket and their uniform and stuff.
We use Larry there as our Halloween, when we do Halloween tours. Denture thieves, yes. Most people were, one gentleman was incarcerated for stealing 6 pairs of pants, but most of it was like drunkenness, vagrancy. If you visit where the Historical Society is, that everywhere behind there where that parking lot is all docked. So needless to say, you would get some unsavory characters down by the dock with the canal.
If you didn't know, these cells are actually bigger than current incarcerated individual cells. Modern cells are around 6x9 standard cells, unless they're in a specialty housing unit, but these cells are actually pretty big.
Watch your step. Clean the stone. Yeah. All the stone was brought from across the river. They tooled it over there. You can still see some tool marks here and there. And yeah, there would be probably 2 to a cell. Most prisoners were here for longer.
Simulating an inmate that committed suicide in the cell. Here's what it looks like with the door closed. I guess all these doors were removed back in the day, so they created this to show you what the doors of the time looked like.
You need to upgrade.
Yeah. Oh, it's just that it's not real.
Yeah.
Not a real person, no.
I think we've added cement over the years. So we've had 5 hangings in the county. Bethany at one time was the county seat until the town of Honesdale started coming because of the canal and the coal. And then we had a courthouse here, and they always are jealous that we stole their county seat. 3 in Bethany, 2 in Honesdale, 1 in 1848 before the
This is their washroom. There used to be a clawfoot tub there, porcelain clawfoot tub. And then there was like wooden showers here, which housed like a water tank above, and they would drip cold water on them. But that's where they showered, and that's where they had bathrooms. Because this jail didn't have plumbing in the cells. And that's shored up, but there was a hole in the ground there to go to the bathroom. I found this interesting. When they poured this rock and, pretty primitive concrete, they used a 1800 style barbell for the metal support that's inside the concrete. I thought that was pretty interesting. So that's a weightlifting barbell from the 1800s.
And the last person hung in Wayne County by this county, and the state took over. Yeah, well, that's it. In the 90s, they did a fundraiser. They did the trial. And so
They stopped their own here.
Alright guys, this is the Old Stone Jail here in Honesdale, Pennsylvania. If you're ever in the area, come by and visit. They're not open all the time, especially during the winter and stuff, but their schedule's on their website, and you can go on there and find out when they're doing tours and stuff like that. It's pretty small. It doesn't take very long to get through, but it's free. They ask for donations to help keep the maintenance going and keep the jail going. But those little gallows they showed you, they actually assembled them just before the water in the back of the building. As they did executions, they would just assemble the gallows, perform the execution for the public, because they were all public back in the day. It was kind of required for viewers to witness these executions so that the public can guarantee that it was performed. So those tickets on the wall, they were like your request and admission to the public execution, and you could witness somebody getting executed. Pretty unique and morbid if you think about it, but that was what they did at the time. And you can see in the back of the building here, there was a door, and then there used to be wooden steps there that would come out, and then in this area they would assemble the gallows. And they had paid by the government executioners that would come and certify and perform the executions, and they would actually remove the body once it was done. So that's it, guys. Old Stone Jail in Honesdale, Pennsylvania. This is Josh from the 570. Links are in the description, and make sure you check out those sponsor links. There's a lot of cool stuff on there. We'll see you next time.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.